All right, in this video, I want to show you how to do question 3 about simplifying fractions with surds in it. So our first question is 3 to square root of 5 times 4 square root of 2 over 3 square root of 40. When we try to simplify stuff, and that's something that when you rush a question, you don't actually stop and think about this. And the first thing you really want to look at is some sort of pattern to see if you can simplify it any further. Okay, the reason we try and look for some sort of pattern is that way you kind of can see what multiples you're going to be trying to be using in this question and what you should be dividing it by. Okay, so if I look at the top number, 3 to square root of 5, we need to ask ourselves, is that the most simplest way we can possibly write it? So 3 square root of 5 is the most simple way, okay, because you can't simplify square root of 5 any further. What about 4 to square root of 2? That's the most simple way as well. But what about 3 to square root of 40? Okay. The trick with these is you try to look at each term as it is, and then you pick up on a simplification manner for each term. So first term is good, second term is good, third term is not. Now it's square root of 40. If I look at the top numbers, it's either something's the square root of 5 or something's the square root of 2. Usually that's the biggest giveaway of what terms you should be using to understand how to work through this stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to think of all the multiples that you can get for 40. And the tip that they've kind of given is either it's going to be divided by 5 or it's going to be divided by 2. Okay, and the answer for that one, so 40 divided by 5 is the same as 8, and 40 divided by 2 is the same as 10. I'm going to stick with this number here, and the reason is because two numbers that give me 8 are 4 and 2, and two numbers that give me 10 are 5 and 2. Neither of these are perfect squares, but this one is. All right, so I'm gonna, before we rewrite the equation any further out, I'm just gonna steal the third term that we had, so 3 square root of 4. I'm gonna simplify that term only first as it is. So 3 square root of 40 is the same as saying 3 to square root of 40, but 5 times 4 times 2. Where'd I get those numbers? From here. I'm going to simplify that even further. This is a perfect square number, so square root of 4 is the same as 2. And when we have a whole number, we actually put it outside of the square root. So this one here will go outside. Surprisingly, there's a number already there, so you actually multiply the two products together. And we've got now 5 lots of 2's. Okay, this simplified becomes 6 square root of 5 and 2. Yep, and this we can kind of split this up. We can say 6 that, and by that. Here we go. So I've just split it up. So let's go back to rewriting our fraction out, but with the most simplified version. So 3, I actually can't even see it, so I'm going to zoom that back in. 3 square root of 5, right on this side here, times by 4 square root of 2 over 6 square root of 5 times by square root of 2. We can simplify this a lot easier now by the process of using elimination. So all we got to do sorry about that. All right, so when we look at the fraction now that we can actually see a pattern, because I can see square root of 5 repeated, I can also see square root of 2 repeated. Because they're on the top and on the bottom repeat the same, and remember this is one whole product, so if I divide this number by that, it straight away applies for the right hand side number as well. Just realized you can't see my pen. Anyways, so this one here, I can eliminate by the top and the bottom, so that cancels out, okay? The top one and the bottom one of square root of 2 can also be cancelled out because it's repeated on the top and the bottom. Now, you're left with 3 times by 4 on the top, and you're left 6 on the bottom, which is the same thing as saying 12 by 6 divided by 6, and final answer is 2. So this whole fraction in square roots is the same thing as saying, in simplified version, answer of 2. Now let's check this answer actually is what it is. So I'm going to type this whole fraction into my calculator right now. So using my fraction button on the top, I want 3 to square root of 5 times by 4 to square root of 2, and on the bottom 3 to square root of 40, and I get 2. Now in maths, it's not about what you got for your final answer, it is how you communicate your answer. So I know there's lots of working out happening here and on this side as well. Are you required to show this much in every single step? Technically, not really. You do need to kind of show me this process, how you, got to these numbers to get the products of 2, square roots of 5 and square roots of 2, so you could actually end up cancelling it out. So these are the kind of things you can actually tend to do in your own head as well. But for now, I'd like you to be as explicit as you possibly can, because it really helps understand to do the process over and over again. Okay, thank you.